Yeah. Once we get going.
I'm calling it 4 o'clock. Called me nonchalantly at 11. I was like, alright. Yeah, yesterday.
Oh.
Because we're gonna ride up. I was gonna ride up with them, but then his truck started having some issues. And then the battery was giving problems. Ride up.
What's your track home? Yeah, I got sour salt.
Yeah, that's exactly what I wrote.
You got sour salt? Oh. The sour straws.
Yeah. That's how strong.
Sour straw seeds. That's a little different. Troy, what are you?
What?
What's your place called?
Bankruptcy desk.
All right. Ready to dive in?
Yes, sir.
All right. So, remember, if you pick a certain column, you have to use that number. And the effect is optional, whether you use it or not. Sometimes you may not want to. For fence, you may want to add another fence.
The BIS just means negative points.
Yeah. Anybody can choose whatever you want.
If you choose the pool, like a 12, you have to all the ones in the pool, and circle the pool, then you can cross it out, which makes the number of pools together in the game worth more.
Up to 36 points.
But it has to have a house for the pool type.
You still use it as a 12, but you won't get the full bonus if you don't put it on full out.
Yeah.
Everybody got house somewhere? I don't know.
Doesn't matter when, so I could still build over here.
Yeah, you can do
I just
1 through 11.
Question
lower.
Yeah.
So, sorry. So each street, you're going to do it from ascending order. So like ideally you would start at 1, and then on 15 because it's number 1 through 15. But you have some leeway because this is only 10, 11, 12 houses. And we're trying to fulfill these blueprints. So we're creating sections of houses. So like this one, you need 3 parcels that are 3 houses wide. So if I put a fence here, and then I also build these houses by putting numbers on them, that's going to be one real estate section of 3 houses.
Does it matter that do they have to be on the same street?
No.
They don't have to be on the same street. As long as you just have 3 sections, and they have to have numbers on them to be considered buildable. Once you have that, you can claim it. If you're the first to get to that point, everyone else is the secondary point. And then once you claim it, you'll put a line on the top of those ones that you use to claim it. Because you use them again for the, you'll have to create more. So
This poles, fences, this is parks, which are these.
So for the parks, if you put a number on the street, you then take that off the park, and it's going to slowly increase as you do it. Right. The park effect happens on the same street. The fence, you can put it anywhere. You put a house here, you can put a fence. It don't matter.
Okay, so.
Yep. That's the one. Everybody good? Also, this will let you know what the next effect is going to be. That's the next part. So now we got the real estate. You put the number anywhere you like, but then the real estate, you get to cross one of these out. So for those housing sections, at the end of the game, you'll score. So we're going to have a lot of threes out there. So you may want to buffer up your threes. So if you use that effect, you build your house, and then you take that piece off. So now each three at the end of the game is going to be 4 points instead of 3. So you're improving your score as you go. And then the 10th, you will use this number, but you can modify it. You can cheat. You can use the number it is, or add or subtract 1 or 2 to the group. So it'll help you kind of fill in the gaps as needed. But then you fill out one of these squares. Whoever has the most gets the bonus points. First, second, or third. Tie
Does
share.
it matter which one you fill out? You always have to fill out the lowest one?
No, you can fill
Well,
whatever track.
so you always have to
go with the track you're going to get the most of.
So you always have to start on the topmost of that one, but you can start at any number.
So these are groups of 6
Yeah, group of
Right.
6 houses, group of 5.
Which
We're going to be moving mainly
yeah,
probably
there's nothing that
threes.
calls for a group of 6, so you're probably not going to do it. Unless, you know, like so.
Just do it as extra.
So I mean, like 3s and the 2s are the most plentiful. So you probably want to bump those up if you can.
So you still have to fill out the lowest one in the
Yeah.
column.
But you can keep going down on that column. They come up pretty regular.
Everybody good?
You still lost it?
Yeah. What's okay? We support you.
Yeah.
So for this one, it's going to be 11 no matter what. For these two, like for this, it can be a 3, but because this modifies it up to 2 either way, so that could be a 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, or a 5. And then when you do that, so that's what it's letting you do that, but then you also fill up one of these. Whoever's got the most filled in at the end of the game is going to get those points.
I see that look. I know that look.
It's my look. I don't have a clue what I put. So if I put a 3 on this house,
Yeah, you can put a 3 on that house.
Yeah.
You're just trying to make blocks of houses.
How would
for the
we
most
know
part.
if this modifies it by?
That's this little cheat sheet.
Yeah, you would, if you modify it, then you fill that in. So count how many times you use it.
Which is modified.
Yeah.
If you use one of these, period. You don't have to use the actual. If you use it as a 3, you still get the credit.
There you go. All right. We're all good.
so G, you have to put it. You can put the 2 here.
You can
You
put it
can
on
put
their
that-
start as well.
Yeah.
Just,
You put it anywhere,
Oh, you put the fence anywhere?
You can put the fence anywhere, any street. Like
Any
you
possible place
prepare
you could
yourself.
put it,
Yeah.
you could put a fence there when you use it.
So like if you're gonna use the 2, I mean like you can put that sucker right there if you want.
It's you?
Yeah, you can put the 2 right there. And then like if you're gonna shoot for like this one, you're gonna have 3 sections of 3. Like see the beginning and the end are these are natural fences.
Okay.
So now if you want to start making your first 3, you can put a fence right there, and then so you have 3 set up, and then you can build your next 3 somewhere else. Everybody good?
No, the fence, no.
No,
No.
there's no.
Just drop it on. Obviously, for you to complete the housing road, you'll need to have a house built on each one. So you can use that because you already have a fence there, and then plan on building there. Or you could like start working on this if you anticipate the 6 coming up.
I'm sure I understand what this is.
All right. So
That's a duplicate. When
Yeah.
if you get this pink one to come up, you can pretty much first put the number that is on there. Whatever
so
number
this
it is,
scenario,
and then you
it
can
would be a
duplicate
9.
any of your numbers, and then it just goes next to it. And you write this also.
Yeah.
They're not down the same road?
So say if we
Well,
use that
actually,
example, there's a 9 in that symbol. I can put a 9 wherever I choose. I can choose any number that's on my thing, including that 9 I just put. And I can put a duplicate on the left or right of it to help fill in, because that's the only time you could have the same number beside itself. So you write the number and then BIS.
But it ends up costing negative points of road.
Yeah.
Right.
The more you use it,
But it could be beneficial at
it helps
helping
you
fill
fill
up
stuff
something.
faster,
Yeah.
and fill in holes that you can't normally fill.
Mailbox.
Everybody good?
I think so.
I gotta go with fencing.
That's a valid exclusive for it. So now for this one, it's a 6. So you can put that 6 wherever you like. So for instance, I got 5 in here, I can put that 6 there. Then I can choose any place to put something that right beside something. So I can choose this 12. I can put 12 this or 12 this right here to help just fill in that section. But then I'm gonna fill in one of those boxes. So
Did you do the 6?
So I mean, that would be
Anywhere you
nice.
want.
You choose anywhere you want, but that's nice because I mean, here you have all you need is to get a 1 or do a 2 bis, or get a 2 or a 3 attempt that makes you modify it to a 1, and you have that complete. And then if you have that fence there, that's complete. So then you just have to get, like, you have that fence there, so you can just fill that out, and then you have that complete. You'll be working towards that. But also too, if things make a change, you could also, you know, work for this one. You got some 3s already. You can throw some 2s and a 1 there. You got options.
You good?
Yes.
Oh, there's that 1.
I already duplicated that level once, can I duplicate it on the other side?
Yeah. See why not? You got a piece on both sides. It's just gonna cost you anything.
That's the
Look good?
Remember, we don't make mistakes when we have little accidents. Right. Alright, so it's the parks all the way around. So remember, on the parks, whatever street you put it on, that's what you fill in. Park bush.
You just sample.
Yeah. For whatever street you built that house on. Man.
Everybody good?
There goes the neighborhood.
Yeah, I got this one.
So
3,
3,
2,
2,
2,
2,
and a 1.
So we got it. So in 3, 11 points. This flips it over. So now everyone else can still complete that one, but they're going to get 6. And that's going to remain that way for everyone else. So now he's drawn a line here so he knows which real estate sections he's claimed. So now those aren't valid for anymore because he cannot reuse those. He'll have to start fresh. Everybody else done?
Yes.
I got
Hurry up. Build your fences.
Yeah, building fences is sometimes that was part of it.
Roads.
Everybody good?
This should.
This here. So it's going to be at 9 hours. But then for there, since you got some freeze cooking up, you could, like I did here, you could fill that in. So now at the end of the game, for each fully built free section you have, you don't have to claim it on anything, but as long as it's free section like this, that's valid. Because all the houses were built in that free section. For everyone I have like that, it's going to score me 4 points each. So you're improving that score.
Everybody good?
Yes, child. So.
He's on the storage shed.
That means for each section we have 6 houses wide. So not the number value, but just how many houses. So if you want to circle it to cancel it out, I'll let you.
No.
Pull around.
Everybody good?
Yeah.
3, 9.
Also.
Right.
Yeah.
But do I circle equal?
No, you'll.
Oh, that's what
It has to be the one that you put
So
the number on.
like for that one, you can put that 4 there, and then you circle the pool, and then you cross out the next available.
But I already put that 3 there.
Downside of not having an eraser on.
Yeah. Oh, well. I just,
They couldn't afford erasers.
yeah, I'm gonna add it.
All right, everybody good?
That's okay. Alright, so where do I put this? I put my 10 here.
So you'll put 10 wherever, and then you can choose any one you like.
Any of your houses that are already
So
built.
I mean, like, if you're trying to fill in a gap, like if you don't think you're going to see an 8, you can put a 7 bis or a 9 bis right there, and you can fill in that first box. or you know, if 13 is too tight, 12 or 14 there, just to close in that gap. But whatever number you put the BIS just to know that it was a clone.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Everybody good?
Question. So there's 3 here, 1, 3 here, 2.
Yeah, so you fulfill that. So you're going to put 8 points in one. No one else claimed that this time around?
I got this one.
So you get 6.
Yeah, so you got 6. Okay, so if it gets to 8 points in all,
Outside the top.
Yeah, you just mark off whichever ones you use, whatever one they're going to use.
It's only 6 over there.
Yes. This is the current round.
alright, current round.
Everybody good? Everybody good? Okay, close.
When it goes over all for that.
So the game happens when someone fills in their last house, that's going to be the last round of this game. Or if someone leaves all 3 the blueprints, that's the last round. Or if those happen when I can't play any of those numbers. So I gotta put that in.
Those two have it.
It's called your permit was rejected.
Everyone good? I'm getting this one. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1, 2, 1, 2. All around. Yeah, we'll fit it in.
Yeah. Crap.
That. I took a lot of fences earlier.
Mostly for like 2 hours. 2 hours.
You've got a bunch of pool. You've got one more pool than me. You've got 2 more of these than me.
Everybody good?
into it.
Okay. Everybody good?
We're gonna go grab some coffee. Okie dokie.
You ready?
Feel good.
Really good? Hard time deciding. It's tough. Later on, it's really tough.
One minute of the
Wow, you're at that point?
Yeah.
Cannot build videos.
Those were close.
So I'll fill that in. Doesn't affect me yet. Don't take this trip. Everybody ready?
Let's take a few. There's been a lot of those numbers.
Did anyone else need me to get another coffee for them or middle of the game about the after?
Yeah, I'll take just a regular water and a shot, please.
Okay. What's your name?
Troy,
Troy. Awesome, thank you.
everybody good?
Yeah, I'm good.
Figuring out where I'm gonna have it. Just need some sweets maxed out.
I gotta refuse another one.
I'll get it. That's what I need.
Yep. 2 9s
Or
and a
9 in a pool.
C 9s and 8s.
I don't want to take the 9 in the pool.
I had those done so long ago. 9s, 8s, and 10s. Everybody good?
Yeah.
At least the number I can use. Exciting. Jump down that 7.
All of them. I feel like people start creating steam there when we first started skating. They're like,
Everybody good?
cruising out. Cruising.
Two. 11 games over. Yeah.
Why did you put a fence in with the 11?
Oh, shoot, you're right. I was looking at its fence.
Is it still game over?
No. Sure ain't. Good. All right.
So what happens when I flip off all the circles?
So that's you
Can't
upgraded that park on that street the most you can. So if you were to use the card on a park on that street, you just wouldn't be able to cross anything without that street park.
I can still use the number.
You still use it. Of course, you would put it on another street.
Everybody good?
Hang on. So I want to do plan number 3. I do. So 6 points. Just some of it, please. Thank you.
Of course.
All right.
Good?
Yep.
I can't use it, man. Well, it's game over. I got a third plan I can't do. What is those numbers?
Last game up. Over. This is the last one.
Yeah.
All right.
Didn't finish that.
All right.
Couldn't get a finish.
I'll get that one.
There isn't.
All right.
Yeah.
Score the third. What was your? Oh, you third people.
Yeah, third fuel was finished. Ouch.
Well, no, for that one we have to do it together. So whoever has the most filled out is first place. Second.
So the pools.
That's 7.
So first you tally up all your movements.
Put it down, so you got 12 points for those. And up here will be for your parts, where you corresponding, so you get 10 for that one, 0, and 6. Then your goals, right where you're at. No, it's just 13.
Oh.
We messed that up last time we played. We realized that running
Yeah.
down. It makes a big difference.
Yeah.
21 points.
Oh, Yeah, in which case I thought you came in dead last.
This is a heat rating. It's got 5, 3.
So what you told out?
Aaron, you got first.
Oh, I got first for that.
You got second for the caution zone. And you guys all got third. You guys, all three of you guys got third. So you get
So all of you are going to get 1 point.
I got 4.
So this is for each individual, each group times that number?
Yeah, so for each one.
Is it only built?
Yeah, one thing you gotta be fenced. You gotta be fenced up.
Does this count under one?
No.
So it has to be fenced.
You gotta be finished.
So I only have one. Worth one more.
Now this just
That
shows
even
the
worse.
evilness of Aaron that he pulls this game out at 4 o'clock in the morning.
They're getting it.
Yeah, but it's the math. Looking for Ray. He's got his shoes off.
It wasn't good for me. I'm good.
4 twos at 4 points each is 16.
Say 4 toes at 2 points each.
Worth 6 points. And then block has to get just 6 points. No dwarves. 1, 5.
Did you take that away?
Oh, mine is no.
Yeah.
I
5 points.
6, 44 minus 3, 41.
Mine is 3.
So you got, so that's 30, 33, 36, 44, minus 3, so that makes 34. Yeah, so that'd be 16, 6, 10. Time we're using these pieces.
Makes you want to go to Spirit Halloween and get those cigarette holders.
Yeah. That'd be good.
I would absolutely like to use wet erase markers. So nice.
Nice down in the 80s already on the sheets.
Plus having a nice dark block line on the fences would help a lot.
Neutron I had 1 or 2.
That'd be enough to erase when you realize you messed up. There was a couple times like, oh wait a minute, oh, too late. Oh, well that just scratches all over this thing. Good.
Okay.
69.
Troy.
64.
Squeak pass.
I mean, it's
It plays, yeah, pretty much unlimited.
And for as many
For as
sheets as
many
you have.
sheets as you have. Or as many pixels as you have.
in silence.
So who won?
Ray.
Ray.
69.
Oh, wow.
And then 68.
It was killing me those last 3 turns of just doing nothing.
You had, what would you have?
64.
You had 64, you had 60.
Yeah.
6.
I could have just gotten the fence, and I got 4 points.
PNC.
Not had -5.
Sure, you would smoother at a reasonable hour.
I got it.
It takes a
Like
minute.
5 minutes ago.
It takes a little bit.
Yeah.
But once you get it, it's like it flows pretty nicely.
Well, I'm still going by the last rules.
At first you guys fixed it.
Yeah.
That's all I was doing.
Yeah.
But it makes sense. Usually when you're building a village, that's always what it is. Is there a pool in the backyard? Where's the nearest park?
I pre-ordered it on Witch Market. That came out last month. They're doing a Kickstarter right now for it. So they're doing a second printing, but then the different tiers has like a play mat where you put all the cards. They have add-ons for like dry erase or wet erase boards. But then they also have sheets of different themes. Like I said, Halloween one. They have a zombie one. I imagine there's going to be there's 2 other ones that they're going to release over time.
I said that one happened. I had 8 shots.
Endless, really.
Probably gonna break it.
You, sir. No problem. I'm not the one who's going to stop.
I was wrong. I think I double that at one of these.
And there is a solo area.
I'm trying to stop.
Solo all over the website.
Objective.
Oh, really? I saw that.
Blue Cockers Christian store because successful marriage.
Nice.
All right, Dave.
Who won?
Great.
Because he builds things.
So unfair contract advantage.
Unfair. This game is totally unfair. Totally not structured.
No.
It's just wonky.
Yeah.
Can't believe you can tap everything, you put it into play.
Yeah. And you gotta build fences.
Build
I heard
fences.
building fences, and I already know he's got the unfair advantage because I saw him build my own fence.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not right. So.
Oh my goodness. Did we just leave that with you? Let's go. Or
The giveaways?
yeah.
Yeah. We'll draw for them.
Gotcha.
Give them away.
Yes. All right. I'm out of here.
You out of here?
Yep.
Come
You have
again.
one. Yes. Pleasure. Play up.
Always a pleasure having you in my neck of the woods.
That's right. I'm out of here. So good to see you. Bubba, you staying?
Yeah, I'm gonna soldier through.
All right, brother. Drive safe.
Are you driving back tonight?
Yeah.
So am I.
You'll be okay.
Do this usually when we have game days over here. I'll take off about 2 in the morning. All right, guys, Ray. Take it easy. All right, until we meet again.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
Next time, don't forget the sour straw.
And we'll be right back as soon as we set up the next game.
She's the one that they would, get and throw into the air.
She was this cute, petite, tiny little girl with just a head full of long blonde hair. She wasn't afraid of heights. In fact, she wasn't really afraid of anything.
We had noticed she had just gotten weak. I said, "What's the matter with you?" I said, "You're a tumbler. You can tumble and do backflips." It progressed from that to she fainted a couple times. So I took her into the doctor the next day, and they immediately sent us to Texas Children's Hospital.
She was just, from the moment I met her, she was about 11 years old, she just had a sort of magical presence about her, and nothing would keep that girl down.
Victoria was diagnosed at the age of 11 and a half with acute lymphoblastic leukemia.
In today's world, we cure, go away forever, about 80% of children. In 1965, we cured 5% of children. So the improvement is unbelievable. And Victoria actually had a particular subtype of ALL that the cure rate should have even been better than that.
Victoria's treatment was to take 2.5 years. And at the end of 2.5 years of chemo, Victoria was to be finished with her treatment.
Okay, thank you. Now I'm going to hand this over to Dr. Frickback and see what she has to say. Well, what's your name again? My name is Bunny McBunkbuck. Well, Bunny McBunkbuck, today our breaking story is about a little dog named Arfie.
First time I met Victoria, we were doing a radiothon at a radio station in Houston, Texas. She was very full of energy and was already considered a long-term survivor of leukemia.
At the end of 2.5 years, when Victoria's treatment was over, they performed another spinal tap and a bone marrow test.
Joellen called me and she had just the worst news ever, and that is that Victoria's cancer had returned. Victoria at that time decided she was going to fight and entered the hospital for what would turn out to be an extremely long stay.
And he asked her at that time, he said, "Victoria, do you like to play video games?" She said, "I love to play video games."
So I put the word out to a website that I worked with called Sarcastic Gamer, and the online community responded in droves. What I expected to be a couple of games that might come from here and there instead turned out to be things coming from all over the world. So much so that it became sort of overwhelming. Tori had to end up giving it away to other kids who were also stuck in the hospital.
And she made it through, and 9 months later, she relapsed again. So this was 3 times she was told that she had cancer.
She couldn't be around other people that could have any infections. When she was out, she had to wear her masks.
During this time, Victoria contracted a fungal infection, which is from a very low immune system, and she had little to no immune system left.
And I asked her what she wanted for Christmas, and she said, "I'd really just like to get out of this hospital and go see Christmas lights. Christmas lights are something my family and I go see together all the time, and I can't even leave to go see Christmas lights." And after about 10 minutes, we rolled back upstairs to her room, and we had our picture made in front of a little Christmas tree. And I said goodbye. And that picture is one of my most prized possessions, because it was taken just moments before I saw my friend for the last time. And Victoria passed away before I could get back to see her.
Victoria passed away on January 21st, 2008, after a 4-year battle with leukemia, failed bone marrow transplants, and fungal infections.
It was as a result of Tori's death sitting at her funeral, that I made up my mind that I needed to be doing this, not just a couple days a year with a radiothon, that I needed to be doing this with my life.
Doc wanted to do something special for Victoria, in memory of Victoria. And he came up with a fundraiser called Extra Life. And this fundraiser would be for the gaming community.
It just occurred to me that gamers should be able to do the things they love to help sick and injured kids as well. And so Extra Life was born. 1,200 gamers showed up on October 15th in 2008.
With this year's Extra Life Gaming Marathon, we're helping save kids' lives. You don't even have to be a crime-fighting superhero.
Each and every year afterwards, it continued to grow. Gamers responded by being able to game for their local hospitals. The next year, 4,500 gamers showed up, raised almost $500,000. The year after that, it was 15,000 gamers raising $1 million, and the next year, 17,000 gamers raising $2.1 million.
Then in 2013, over 40,000 gamers came together to raise over $4 million.
Video games are like the #1 form of entertainment on planet Earth, have been now for quite a while.
Anyone could be involved in Extra Life.
Gamers aren't that pale kid in mom and dad's basement. They're mom and dads, they're aunts and uncles.
A young child to an older adult to a grandparent.
You can take all that fun of playing games for 24 hours and reach out to your friends and bring them to your environment.
Or if you want to play a board game, a card game.
The funds that Extra Lifers raise can go to a variety of purposes in the local area at the local hospital.
So maybe your extra $20 or your extra $50 goes to curing 87% of children with leukemia.
They might buy an isolette for a baby that is born the size of a cell phone and has to fight for its life.
I can guarantee you that that money goes directly back to these children to keep this from happening again to someone else's child.
Getting involved with Extra Life is really simple. You just have to go to the website at extra-life.org, put in a few details in there, join a team if you'd like to, or create one. After that, it's as simple as fundraising with your friends and family. Let them know why you are doing this. They should know that the money you raise is going to stay local in your community.
We never will truly lose Victoria because she will live for all of us through this.
It started with a little girl in Orange, Texas.
I think that's all we have to say for today.
All we have to say today, so
we'll see you
you
tomorrow
later
at
on
news at
whatever time it is
at Victoria's house. Bye.